When we picture a healthy home, it's so often that we think of a home as clean and well organized. We think about vacuuming the floors or keeping the countertops really clean. But the truth is, a home can look spotless on the surface and still have invisible health hazards that can impact your family. Things like ongoing fatigue, allergies, or chronic inflammation can all be linked to toxins that are inside your home. And often these are toxins that we can't see. The real key is learning how to spot these issues. These are invisible issues that many homeowners miss. So let's break down the most common problem areas and how to begin making your home healthier. Welcome back. I'm Amanda. I'm a building biology practitioner, a certified home inspector, and a healthy home expert. I'm the owner and creator of Healthy House on the Block, where I empower you with information and steps to create a truly healthy home, one that doesn't burden your body down with toxins, but instead supports your body and your wellness. Today, we're going to talk about why houses seem like they might be healthy, but maybe aren't, and vice versa. These are all unseen issues, and I'm going to teach you how to find them and how to do a mini audit of your own home. So many of the biggest health stressors inside your home aren't things you can see right away. They build up slowly, often without warning signs, until they've already affected your health. So let's talk about 4 main categories. Dust and allergens in the house is number 1. They come from dead skin cells, fabric fibers, pollen, mold spores, and chemical residues from furniture and cleaning products. Carpets, upholstered furniture, curtains, and bedding all act as reservoirs for these particles. So chronic exposure can trigger allergies, asthma, sinus problems, and even weaken your immune system. Dust also binds to harmful chemicals like flame retardants, pesticides, and phthalates, making it even more toxic than it can seem. So some signs to look for. Look for visible dust buildup on vents, fans, and electronics. Pay attention to your symptoms. If you have allergy symptoms that flare up indoors, this could be a sign you have a lot of dust inside, or if you have worsening asthma or breathing issues. Now, a little pro tip, using a vacuum with a HEPA filter as part of a non-toxic cleaning routine can actually reduce allergens and chemical residues that hide in dust, as well as a high-quality air purifier and wet dusting on a frequent basis. The second thing is moisture and mold in your living spaces. Leaks, condensation on windows, poor ventilation in bathrooms, and even damp basements can create the perfect environment for mold growth. Mold releases spores and mycotoxins that affect the respiratory system and immune function. Now, for some people, exposure leads to fatigue, brain fog, and skin irritation. Children and anyone with asthma are especially vulnerable. So some things that you can look for: musty odors. Your nose is going to be one of your biggest benefits when it comes to looking for moisture and mold in your home. Look for water stains on ceilings or walls, condensation on windows, or reoccurring respiratory symptoms indoors that you can't get rid of or explain with other viruses. This is one reason I always emphasize checking for water damage and musty smells. This is something that I go through in my healthy house hunting checklist, which you can download on my website. VOCs and chemical exposure indoors are the third thing we're going to look at. Now, volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, are chemicals released from paints, from finishes, cleaning products, air fresheners, plastics, adhesive, and even new furniture. The list is really long with these. Common VOCs include things like formaldehyde, benzene, toluene, and VOC exposure has been linked to short-term symptoms like headaches, fatigue, but long-term issues like hormone disruption, liver and kidney strain, and even cancer with some of these VOCs. Some things you can look for. Pay attention to that new smell you have with like furniture or carpet or building materials. This is often VOCs and toxins. If you have a lot of headaches or dizziness indoors, and then strong odors from things like cleaners or candles or air fresheners. A really simple change like swapping out synthetic fragrance products for safer alternatives or choosing solid wood pieces, as I talk about in my blog, can significantly lower VOC exposure. And finally, electronics and home health. So Wi-Fi routers, cell phones, smart home devices, and charging stations, they all emit EMFs. Now, research is still developing, but EMFs are associated with sleep disruption, headaches, nervous system stress, and fatigue. So, things to look for if you have difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, if you have headaches that ease when you're away from home, or if you have reliance on multiple devices in bedrooms, you can make some really healthy changes. Even simple changes like moving chargers out of the bedroom can lower your exposure significantly. This is a tip that we're going to talk about in my 5-day home detox. So if you want to know if your home is truly healthy, you need to start small. Choose one room. Bedroom is probably the best place to start since it's where your body repairs itself, and run through this checklist I'm about to share with you. So we all know that your home should be the safest place for you and your family. But toxins can sneak in where you least expect them. And as a mom and a wife and a business owner, I totally get it. It's very overwhelming. It's overwhelming to figure out what's safe and what's not, and how to make changes that actually matter. And this is exactly why I created my 5-day home detox challenge. Every single day of this challenge, we're gonna talk about a different area of your home to tackle and really clean up and get the toxins out. And the best part is that you and I are gonna do it together. You will walk away with clear, science-based steps, and you'll feel empowered to create a healthier home. And the best part is you will notice the difference right away. So will you join me in creating a healthier home? Just click on the link above to save your spot now. I absolutely cannot wait to walk this journey with you. So dust is more than just a nuisance. It's a complex mix of things like pollen, pet dander, mold spores, even tiny particles from synthetic materials. Now, many of the chemicals used in our homes, such as flame retardants and phthalates, can bind to dust, which we can then breathe in. This is why it's so important to address this. So when you're auditing your space, notice the dust on surfaces, inside vents, and under furniture. Using a HEPA vacuum is crucial because it traps these tiny particles instead of just letting them stir up and redistributing them into your air. You can also dust with a damp cloth to prevent particles from becoming airborne, and then reducing clutter also makes it much easier to clean thoroughly. Moisture is a key factor in the growth of mold and mildew, which can trigger allergies and other respiratory issues. Mold spores can circulate through the air and land on surfaces, and some types of mold can even release mycotoxins. So when you check for moisture, look for condensation on windows, peeling paint, or a persistent kind of musty smell. You can use a dehumidifier. This is a great solution for rooms that feel damp, especially in humid climates. You can also make sure the room is well ventilated by opening a window and using a fan and unblocking vents. So many common household products like air fresheners and some cleaning supplies release volatile organic compounds, VOCs, into the air. These chemicals can impact indoor air quality. Scented products, for example, often use synthetic fragrances that can be endocrine disruptors. So you can make a list of products that you have. A simple first step is to swap out any candles, scented candles, for maybe a diffuser with pure essential oils, or use baking soda and vinegar for some of your cleaning, or an EWG verified product instead of a chemical cleaner that you might buy from the store. This helps remove a source of toxins from your home without a major overhaul. We are constantly surrounded by devices that emit low levels of electromagnetic fields, or EMFs. And while the science on the long-term health effects is still being developed, it's good practice to reduce exposure, particularly in your bedroom where your body is meant to rest and regenerate. A few simple actions, maybe moving an alarm clock or charging your phone away from your bed, or even better, in a different room, can impact your health and wellness. You could also turn your Wi-Fi router off at night, and this simple actionable step can actually help you feel more confident about sleeping in an environment where you are benefiting your body and supporting your wellness. A mini audit is a great way to start, but creating a healthier home environment requires ongoing attention. Here are some things you can do to keep your entire house supportive of your health. So even if your home seems clean, the air can be full of invisible pollutants, from pollen and pet dander to mold spores and chemical off-gassing from furnitures. house. And while opening your windows is a great habit, it's not always possible, especially during high pollen seasons or if you live in an urban area. So this is where a HEPA air purifier can be a game changer. HEPA stands for high efficiency particulate air, and these purifiers are designed to capture tiny particles that a normal filter would miss. So placing one in a bedroom can be especially beneficial since you spend so much time there. You could also use a really high quality HEPA filter vacuum like we talked about to remove particles from your floors and rugs. Our tap water can contain a number of contaminants, including chlorine, lead, other chemicals too. While public water systems are somewhat regulated, there can still be concerns about what is coming through your pipes. So, filtering your water is a key step in reducing overall toxin exposure. There are so many options, from simple countertop filters to more advanced whole house systems. The best choice really depends on what your water looks like and what your budget is. There's information on my blog. You can look for third-party certifications. All of these would be really helpful in choosing what would be best for your family. And when it's time to buy new furniture or start a renovation, the materials you choose can have a big impact on your indoor air quality. Many conventional products release VOCs, which are chemicals that can off-gas for months or even years. You want to be intentional with your purchases. So look for solid wood furniture, which is less likely to contain glues and harsh chemicals. And for fabrics, I recommend natural fibers like organic cotton, linen, or wool instead of synthetics, which can be treated with chemicals. And then when you're painting, look for a truly zero VOC and chemical-free paint and finish. I have so many listed for you on my blog that you'll be able to find one that works for your home. Many common household cleaners contain powerful chemicals that can be irritating to the skin and lungs. And the truth is, you don't need a cabinet full of different products to have a clean home. I love reducing the number of products I have in my home as a very natural and organic way to get toxins out of my space. So for me, that looked like purchasing a concentrated cleaner that is EWG verified. I have it linked on the blog this week. It is Aspen Clean, and I use this one concentrated cleaner for so many applications throughout my home. You can also start using food grade ingredients if you want to make your own, or just use it in some very specific cleaning applications. Vinegar and baking soda are extremely versatile, and they're effective for many jobs, from scrubbing surfaces to deodorizing. You don't have to go to the store and buy a specific cleaner for every single job. High humidity creates a perfect environment for mold and dust mites to thrive in. It's also what allows VOCs to off-gas at really high rates. So keeping your home humidity's level at the ideal range of right around 35% is one of the most proactive steps you can take for your family's health. So always run an exhaust fan when you're cooking or taking a shower, and then allow it to run for about 20 to 30 minutes afterwards, as this will pull moist air out of your home. It's also really important to address any leaks immediately. Even if it's a small, slow drip, it can lead to a big mold problem down the road. Just like in the mini audit, it's worth taking a bigger look at how electronics are impacting your home. EMFs from devices are everywhere, and while a little exposure is normal, it's beneficial to reduce it where you can, especially in the places where you're spending the most time resting. So again, not charging your devices in your bedroom. It's also really beneficial to look at putting your Wi-Fi router on a timer so that it automatically turns off at night, giving you a true space that is free from EMFs and RFs and gives you a peaceful night in a restorative environment. When it comes to how to know if your home is healthy, the answer really isn't always obvious. Health hazards can hide in your walls, in your furniture, even the air that you're breathing. And the good news about all of this is small, consistent changes can dramatically reduce your exposure to toxins and create a space where your family truly thrives. So if you're ready to take the guesswork out of it, I've created a simple step-by-step guide to walk you through your entire home, and you and I are going to do it together with my 5-day home detox. This free training will help you identify hidden toxins, reduce them in really practical ways, and transform your home into a healthy, healing environment, all without feeling overwhelmed. Your home can be your greatest ally in health. You just need the tools to see what's hiding in plain sight. Thank you so much for being here. I am so glad that you were able to take time today and learn about making your own home healthier. I hope you could take at least one idea from this week's video and apply it in your own home. If you found this video helpful, definitely give it a like and be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm here every single week with new tips and new ideas on creating a home that truly supports your health and your wellness.